A farmer's wife sent their daughter to town.
The first thing I wanted to say to you is thank you very much for taking a few moments to, you know, talk to us and everything.
Sure.
And it's really exciting to meet you because you're like a link to my childhood.
I'm hearing that more and more now. That's
Yeah.
funny. How did I get started? Started scribbling on the walls with crayons, you know, getting in trouble for drawing on the wrong things as a little kid. I just always liked drawing. My dad was an illustrator for Hallmark cards for a long time. And so that was awesome to have a live-in art teacher, and he was always, you know, obviously very encouraging. As soon as I wanted to pick up paper and do stuff, he was very encouraging of all that. And so, yeah, I must say I was very lucky to have that kind of environment to grow up in. He worked at Hallmark cards, so every once in a while I'd get to go to work with Dad and see that there was a community of artists that were working, and you know, that becoming a professional artist is not a pipe dream, that there is a legitimacy out there and there's an industry out there. And if you practice and you keep up your chops and you really mean it, there's a place for you out there. So that message I want to give that out to everybody, that, you know, even if some stodgy parent or somebody says, oh, that's not a real job, you can't do that, what are you going to do for real, for money? You know, fine art, if you can swing it, then that's awesome, but also there is a commercial place where it can be a tangible thing. And so that was illustrated for me by my dad and his friends and contemporaries. So that was, you know, that was just huge and very helpful. But then, yeah, I liked cartoons, I liked comic books, I liked all kinds of drawn things, I liked making drawings. So it was just kind of a choice of where did I want to aim that, and thought about, you know, becoming an illustrator, or there was always cartoons. And I looked at some different schools when I got out of high school, and the animation program at Cal Arts looked really fun, and I figured I'd jump in there and figure out how to learn how to animate, and filmmaking was exciting. You know, the idea that you have so many different elements to tell your story, you know, and you know, movement and sound, and seemed like a great place to put that energy into, and yeah, schooled on that, and then hit the bricks after graduation with my little portfolio under my arm, and went knocking on doors and took whatever jobs I could get, and then luckily landed the Cartoon Network stuff pretty quickly. Worked on Batman for a short time, the first season of the old Batman cartoon. And that was cool. Met a lot of cool artists there, and then, yeah, the rest you guys know about.
Yeah,
the Cartoon Network.
Is cartoon history. Yeah, well, it's true. I mean, I used to watch those cartoons when I was a kid, and it was my childhood, you know?
It's really good to hear that come full circle, because, you know, we just were at our desks working on it, making stuff. Supposedly it went on television. We didn't know, well, I mean, we knew it was on television, but we didn't know if it was getting to the audience or you know, it's one thing to have your peers give you feedback, but to actually have kids that were kids eating it up is really great to hear, that there were kids out there enjoying cartoons the way we enjoyed cartoons as kids. And, you know, watching all the Saturday morning cartoons is why we wanted to grow up and make cartoons. So it's really nice to hear that we could help feed that idea and inspire people too.
Yeah, it was probably why I wanted to be an animator, watching those cartoons back then. It's great stuff. It's so much fun, and actually my little sister now, she loves the new Mickey Mouse cartoons as well. So you're also giving something to the next generation as well.
All right.
Yeah.